is the question at hand. 17-year-old Trayvon Mitchell has been arrested for his involvement in taking the lives of Karen and Kevin Hunter. Police are calling it a mystery and plan to get to the bottom of this soon. Police say Mitchell entered the home to two very aggressive residents who first fired at the teens before he pulled out his pistol and shot them both in the chest, leaving them for dead. It is unclear if it'll be ruled a homicide or self-defense, standing your ground, which is the law in Florida, or if he could be charged with murder and serving upwards of 20 years in federal prison. Many neighbors who know the boy says he's a good kid and maybe a bit rough around the edges, but nothing but a pure gentleman. He's known around his high school as a peacemaker, football and basketball star, and he volunteers for youth groups on the weekends to help young at-risk children stay out of trouble. We have more to see with Eric Jackson. Take a look, Eric.
Hello, everyone. This is Eric Jackson reporting live. I do have Danica here. Please share your story, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I got to be careful out here. We are in a pandemic, okay? And I'm in disguise because I got to be careful out here in these streets, because won't nobody recognize me and think I'm snitching. So what had happened, right, I was in my room. I was getting ready to film a TikTok video, me and my baby daddy. So then I heard pop, and I was like, oh, snap, it's popping off in the streets, okay? It's popping in the hood. So I went to the corner of the window, okay? Because I ain't trying to get shot. Everybody know that I'm bow-legged and parrot-toed, so I can't run that fast, so I got to be careful, okay? So I'm peeking out the corner of the window. I saw Patreon. That boy was running. He was running for his life. Somebody must have really irked at that boy, because, boy, he was getting it. He was getting it. So I grabbed my cellular phone. I ain't stupid. I started filming. Because, see, I'm sending a video to World Star Hip Hop. You heard of them? Because, see, what happened, they do you know they pay you? Especially if the video good, they pay you. And everybody knows Danica is about her coins, okay? So, anyway, we all went outside out there. And I saw Mariah mama, Miss Erica. She was like, y'all, leave that baby alone. Leave that baby alone. So I knew it was going down. It was a shooting and stuff. So then, here come the po-po rolling up on me, coming for me, talking about what happened, asking me all these questions. All right, I don't know nothing. Because everybody know in the hood that snitches get stitches, okay? I ain't even with that dude, all right?
All right, well, you heard her.
Hey, in the studio.
Snitches get stitches.
Hey, Ricardo,
okay.
Shaniqua, I'm a
Thank
fan.
you, Danica. All right, thank you. Hello, everyone. This is Eric Jackson reported live. Now, I am here with Calico, who did see everything. Now, Calico, do you share the witness, please?
I could have won that rude boy. A pure bumbo class thing, yo. May I drive on my car, I may talk to my girl if I'm face, may talk to my girl if on the phone, see? And may I pop. They say, yo. Next thing you know, say, may I pop. I say, yo, back, we call you back. So make it off the phone with her, call up the popo them. And we call them and I say, yo, something going on. If I get down here quick, yo. So them come down here and think. I say, yo, that boy, man, a good boy, man. Him there up on TV. Him a volunteer for charity and all them things there. That good boy. So me don't know what I'm trying to make this man out to be some kind of criminal,
All right, well, thank you, Calico. This is Eric Jackson reporting live.
Me could rap
Thank
to you, you want to hear me rap?
No, thank you so much. All right, back to you,
Yeah,
Shaniqua.
big up rude boys. Yeah, man, Rasta man. See there.
Thank you, Eric. Neighbors have chimed in, and police are investigating to get down to the bottom of this matter. However, it has recently been brought to our attention, and rumors confirmed, Karen and Kevin were having trouble. Mr. Hartley has been named an abuser, has had several parking violations, and even a DUI this year. It has also been said that Ms. Hartley has had extramarital affairs. Could this be a love triangle gone wrong? Channel BFD will be following up with this story, and we'll give you a look on the outside. We'll be back after this commercial break.
You can have it all. Absolutely all. Live the dream. Get away. Imagine a place where kids can be safe. where you don't have to work, you don't have to wait. Live a dream, get away.
And we're back here at Channel BFD with an update on the terrorist attack. 21-year-old white male Dylan Parker, the young thug who showed up to an anti-abortion rally last May and injured over 30 people with an AR-15 pellet gun. Police say this is definitely an act of terrorism, and when proven guilty, he will never see the light of day again. When will they start acting like human beings and contributing citizens?
When will these people learn? Senator Athena Davis has said, and I quote, "This type of person is a threat to himself and furthermore, our society. There's no room for this type of behavior, and this thug terrorist should get the death penalty." Many people have chimed in agreement following Senator Davis's comments.
Yes, and many have noticed this trend of violence amongst white males in the passing years and have decided to revisit the punishable laws for these crimes, making them more severe and more harsh. Many have even considered bringing back the public hanging as capital punishment. No matter what they decided, these kinds of heinous crimes must be punishable to the maximum level, and these thugs must be stopped in their tracks by any means necessary. We'll be right back after this commercial break. NBA player for the Seattle Flyers, is currently under fire for when he went to Twitter and tweeted, I quote, "The black man doesn't have any regards for white people, and I despise the treatment of white and white Latino people in this country." He further went on to post a picture of the American flag burning on a barbecue grill in his backyard with the tweet, I quote, "America is broken." Hemmershey received a ton of backlash following his post, but he has also gotten a lot of praise from his Caucasian counterparts. Many white European Americans have taken to the streets to defend him, following being cut from the team, dropped from Boo-Boo, and banned from playing in the NBA for 5 years. Well, that's what he gets for acting like a 5-year-old.
I agree with you, Shaniqua. Commit the crime, and you do the time. For today's news, Commander-in-Chief Dante Harris has said, and I quote, "America has zero tolerance for domestic terrorism and senseless rioting." He states protesters will be met with brute force, as he states the police, the United States Army, and the National Guard will be on standby, just in case things get out of hand.
Thank you, Ricardo. This is the second time in 5 months that European Americans have taken to the streets in protest. The first time being when Ryan Weschek was apparently brutally beaten by police officers over a Twix candy bar that later came to light, thanks to videos submitted by bystanders, that Ryan has actually had several run-ins with the police. In 2016, Ryan was arrested, serving 18 months in prison for not paying child support, and then again in 2020, turning to prison for sending his child to a school that was not within his residential district. So it's clear. His fate today with police has nothing to do with the Twix candy bar. That was just the tip of the iceberg. And Ryan, in fact, has a long track record of violations due to his dangerous and hot temper, and lack of respect for the law and authority. More on that story to come.
Well, today we have the pleasure to be visited by South Florida's home celebrity, owner of Wilson Constructions, LLC, the co-owner of Black Sir Welcome Here Hotel, and the sole owner of the Miami Blackfins and soon-to-be movie star, Mildred Wilson.
Thank you, darling. We are in a pandemic, so you never know. Yes. Thank you so much, Ricardo and Shaniqua. It's always nice being back here with you two and your audience. Yes, thank you so much for having me, darling.
Yes, nice to have you back, Mrs. Wilson.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Anytime you need to clear the air, we're here for you.
Why, thank you, Ricardo. Thank you. Well, you know, I really don't...
Well, we have ways to do things around here.
Sure do.
Well, I apologize, but you know,
As I was explaining, Miss Wilson has come under fire following some of her recent comments that surfaced in the Blue Lives Matter podcast. We have a video clip. Let's take a look at the footage.
you guys, you know what I'm saying, right? Yeah. I mean, hey, I've got no problem with people of no color. I think they're nice people, they're decent people, they're good workers. Now, some of them are lazy as shit, but most of them are good workers. Let's just say that they've had lots of training. And they know what will happen to them if they don't act right.
Hey, right.
Yeah, in them good old days.
Right. Wow, Mildred, you.
First, I would like to say that this is fake news. And Shaniqua, I'm sorry if I offended you.
Well, we have more footage. Let's take another look.
The White Lives Matter terrorist group, they're the only ones making trouble and making it bad for white people. So bad, so bad. You can't compare them to the Black Klux Klan, right? The Black Klux Klan, I mean, they're decent people, hardworking people. You know, they're nice, decent people from our community. They're a peaceful organization.
So now, Ms. Wilson, what would you like to say to all of our viewers?
Oh my God, terrible reporting. White America, I am sorry. You know how it is when you're sitting with your friends and you have a couple of drinks. And you may make some ugly jokes, but you don't mean them. You say them harmlessly. Why, I didn't mean any of that. It's like locker room talk, you know, like talking crap with the girls.
That's interesting. One of our viewers says that all jokes are rooted in a deeper truth. And some would even argue and say that what you said sounded very rooted in your DNA, that you sounded very sincere. What would you say to those viewers?
Shaniqua, Ricardo, look, I am sorry I ever said any of that stuff, okay? I mean, anybody who knows me knows that I really don't have a bad bone in my body. I mean, I love all people, and I believe that all lives matter.
So to be clear, are you saying that white lives matter?
Why do I feel like I'm being set up here? Just as I said, Ricardo, I believe that all lives matter.
But you didn't say that you think that all... You know what? Never mind. What do you have to say to those who say that you are a racist?
Shaniqua, Shaniqua, Shaniqua. You have no idea, darling, because I am the last person to ever be racist. I mean, I love this country, and I love country music, and I love rock and roll. I drive a pickup truck, and my maid is as white as the pure driven snow. And my gardener is Cuban. So how, darling, can I be racist?
I don't know. Maybe some people believe that if you can only tolerate them for the purposes of work and necessary interactions, that you can still be a racist. And some would even equate that racism as just a form of jealousy.
Exactly. But you know, through it all, I don't think they should be trying to cancel your Blue Lives Matter podcast off Spotify. Or cancel your upcoming television show. This is a free country, and we are entitled to our own opinions, so this is pretty much censorship. Cancel culture. You know, the era of the cornflakes.
Exactly, Ricardo. And Shaniqua, jealous of what I Money? I mean, look at me. I have all the privilege. Look, the cops don't shoot me when they pull me over. What would I have to be jealous about? I mean, none of you said anything about that white athlete. Remember the one who took a knee and disrespected this country and the American flag? Putting it off as wanting justice for his people. He's only half white. What about his other people?
Look, all I'm saying is if white people can come together and decide not to patronize your business, well, that's different. If you exclude a certain race of people and they decide to boycott, well, that's fair game. But we all know that will never happen. White people are too broken and taught to hate each other so much that they may never be able to come together and work as a unit. Let me tell you, the white dollar in America is so powerful. If they withdrew their money and limit shopping to just their community, only white-owned businesses, they could shut this whole place down. We all need their dollars to circulate in this country, including us.
But we all know that would also never happen. So, back to you, Mrs. Wilson. Another one of our viewers says that Mildred Wilson is just a filthy rich Negro, and she has no regards for people that don't look like her. She's the epitome of black supremacy. What would you say to that?
That's ridiculous. I mean, what can I say? I'm nice to them when I see them. Hey, my cousin married a white man from Cuba. How can I be racist? I mean, you can't get any whiter than that. I mean, he's white.
Yeah, but let's stay focused on you. Do you have any white friends?
Yes, Shaniqua, I sure do.
That you invite to your house? That you eat chicken with?
Well, I would, but they don't let me. I mean, I try. I promise I'm not racist. I mean, I would invite any white person, okay? Any Asian or Latino person or Indian to be my friend, okay? Especially those Euro-American men. They're so nice and beefy and strong.
Miss Wilson, you have a lot of white people work for you, right?
Yes, Ricardo, if you must know, I have 5 white people, 3 Latinos, and 1 half Asian. Don't understand your point here.
It's not even 10 people. How many employees do you have?
If you must know, Shaniqua, I have about 250. Don't understand your point.
Well, Miss Wilson, we have known you for many years, and we have never, ever known you to spew this much hate towards anyone. In fact, I remember when you held that poor little snot-nosed white boy's hand at the opening of the Miami Black Kings game back in 2018?
Yes, and you gave his mother that $100 Publix gift card. Out of nowhere. Forget the fact you brought an entire camera crew to kept it on the video. It was your heart that mattered. If that's not a pure sign of love for all people, I don't know what is.
That's exactly what I've been trying to tell you to, but you won't allow me to speak on this forum. I have not been allowed to say anything. How can a woman who helps a white person be racist? After all I have done for the white community, how can I be? Listen, you two. Just the other day, in my hotel, I allowed an upgrade for a white family with 2 children. Would a racist do that? Everybody who knows Mildred Wilson knows that I love this country and I love white people. Yes.
Well, that wraps it up here for today, folks. Ms. Wilson, thanks for stopping by. It was a real pleasure. Maybe one day you'll stop back and let us know how this all turned out for you.
Yes, I know. I would love to find out. That wraps up the news for today. Check back at 7 p.m. with my friend and colleague Tevin Hammond as he covers the world in Negro sports.